Welcome to Cyber Talk, where we talk about the life and how it is to be a cyberbacker working from home. Cyber Talk is powered by Cyberbacker, the leading provider of world-class admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our official website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. All right, good day to everyone who's listening and watching, of course, our podcast. This is again Cyber Talk. My name is Gelo. I'm your host, and we are very lucky to have our growth team back for another episode. However, these aren't the men of growth, but they are the women who are within our growth department. So, May, Faye, and Haiti, how are you ladies doing today?
Doing great.
Great.
Perfect. So, a busy day so far?
Can't complain.
Can't complain. So, it is always busy in growth, right?
It is,
Sure
but
is, yes.
All right. I think nothing's changed. I asked that same question with our growth backers last time, and they all mentioned that it is very busy. But just to ask, how long have you ladies been with Cyberbacker? How about you, Faye?
Yeah, I've been with Cyberbacker for around 9 months today.
9 months. You, Haiti?
for a year now.
A year. How about you, May?
A year and 3 months.
A year and 3 months. Wow. So you guys must be experts in your field already. So what does a growth backer do? Let's have Haiti.
Well, Growthbacker is the heart and soul of Cyberbacker. So we are the salesperson. So we create a tailor-fit job description for our clients because we wanted to make sure, again, that whatever the task that they wanted to leverage, it would be in par with the training, of course, in preferences with the client.
Okay, gotcha. So sales team, you are the department who gets the clients for our awesome cyberbackers, right? To be partnered with.
Yep.
All right, awesome. So, since you ladies have been with Cyberbacker for a while now, over a year for May, almost a year for Faye and Haiti. So, how has Cyberbacker changed your life? Let's go with Faye.
It has been very impacting, not just, financially, but also in my discipline. I have been very disciplined ever since I started here in Cyberbacker, or in growth, rather, in all aspects.
Oh, in all aspects. So you're saying you weren't disciplined before being with Cyberbacker, is that right?
Well, very much disciplined right now.
Okay. How about you, May? How has Cyberbacker changed your life?
Well, pretty much the same as Faye. I'm not saying that I wasn't disciplined before, right? But it's just that I learned how to manage my time, all right? And also, I'm trying to manage my finances. So, Cyberbacker really taught me how to manage everything in my life to make me happier.
Life management, time management, I love it. How about you, Haiti?
Well, life changing, literally, right? Financially, and of course, also, should I say mentally? Because it's really hard. Being with growth is not just bed of roses. There would be times that you really have to have that brave heart to eat rejections and all. But what's really important is you recuperate with it, and then you still get whatever you wanted. Because for you to be a growth backer, you also have to be a go-getter.
Of course, because if you're not a go-getter, then you won't be able to get those clients to sign on with Cyberbacker. Am I right? So, now our discussion for today would be something different. It's about mentorship, inspiration, commitment, something like that. Okay? Now, when I say the word commitment, what comes to your mind, ladies? Anything that comes to your mind? Commitment.
Passion.
Passion. There you go. How about you, Faye?
Showing up no matter what.
Showing up no matter what. Haiti?
Passion as well.
Passion. All right. Now, my first question is for Faye. So, who do you look up to for inspiration or mentorship?
In growth, definitely Gab.
Gab. All right. So, why Gab?
Well, you know what? I can say Gab is like a perfect mixture of someone who has, high integrity, someone who can impose rules, and someone who can empathize to her people as well. Just the perfect leader and perfect workmate.
Perfect leader. So, how about you, May? What drives you to be committed to this job, to this role that you have now?
I believe it's my goals, all right, my personal goals. I really have goals when it comes to my finances, plus my career goals as well. So I want to achieve that, and in order for me to do it, I have to show up every day.
Showing up every day and doing your 110% every time. All right. Now, Haiti, you've been with Growth for a while now. How do you demonstrate commitment to work and to, of course, Cyberbacker?
There are actually a lot of ways on how you can demonstrate that, but I perform up to my standards and do my best to exceed expectation. So one way I show my commitment to my job is by making sure I'm working with the flow of the whole team, because I think that what makes a great company, positive ambience, and then the support of that community behind it. And I just really believe that commitment is something that's easy to fulfill, but just making sure that you live up to your words, making sure that you put into actions and reality whatever you promises to deliver.
Okay, got it. So, Cyberbacker is like a well-oiled machine, right? Even for the growth department. If one piece isn't working out, then the whole machine doesn't work. Do you ladies agree? Of course. All right. So, Faye, how can you better serve the needs and let's say objectives of growth and the whole Cyberbacker?
Personally, I believe I can contribute by honing my skills. I kind of like have a background in marketing, so to grow the scope, or to grow the image of growth and to put it out there. I hone my skills in marketing and I include it in the strategies that we make.
All right, that's perfect there. That's a very good example of being part of the team, part of the department, part of the growth family, right? Giving your 100% in something that you want to do. Namely, what you mentioned is marketing. Now, my next question is for everyone in the group, okay? Now, what skills should you develop to be able to achieve in this department, the growth department?
You gotta be brave.
Brave is one, okay. How about the others?
Well, skills and learning is really a continuous process. But if there's really a skill, that I really want to develop would be closing the deals on the same call. And I think everyone would agree with that because that's
Of
our
course.
one thing here in growth, right?
Of course, of course. How about you,
Yeah,
Faye? Any?
that was something that I was about to say as well. Closing the deals, obviously, because we're the sales team, and that's our one thing.
That's your one thing. Get those clients on board with Cyberbacker. Now, another question for the group. What is that one thing you could be doing right now 100% better than what you were doing last month?
That's a hard question.
Hmm.
Uh,
How about you, ladies? Faye, Haiti, any help there?
Well,
One
I
thing.
could say again that again closing the deals, but this time not only closing the deals by doing a lot of follow-ups. I wanted to this time make sure that at least 80% of my calls, the deals will be closed and on that same call. So that's one thing. So there.
Okay. Faye?
Yeah, for me, I believe the thing that I would do 100% better would be, making an effective strategy and making sure that I have a game plan, maybe a better game plan to make sure that I, double my number or even more than double.
Of course, every time. I think that's the goal. Always be a step better than what you were yesterday, last week, or last month. Yeah? That's what we have here in growth. All right. Yes, May? Anything else?
yeah, I want to answer the question too, but
Sure.
yeah, if there's one thing that I would change, that would be time management. I want to manage my time better so that I can make sure that I will be able to cover everything.
Of course, time management is very, very important. You can only have a lot of, let's say, hours, but of course, you have to split everything up so that you can make sure that you've done everything that you could for the day. Now, let me ask, who is a great example of a leader here in the growth department?
I would say Gab.
Gab?
Me too. I
Same with
second.
Faye. How about
Yeah,
you, Haiti?
mixture of Gab and TJ.
Okay, Gab and TJ. So Gab and TJ. So what characteristics of Gab and TJ do you think every leader should have?
Passion.
Passion is one. Why passion?
Because the way they, the way they do their job, it's just fascinating that they are all in every time they do something.
All in. All right. How about you, Haiti?
Well, for me, it's again passion and a communicator. Just like what I said, mixture of Gab and TJ
Mm-hmm.
because they're like hot and cold water, right? So what should I call this? A good communicator because I believe that a leader should not just be know how to give up or give out, the things that their subordinate has to do. The leader should again explain the what's and why behind it, and also this person should have a heart on their sleeves because when helping it should be there for them to know how to help people reach their highest potential because a leader who creates more leaders out from their passion and communicate effectively to people to reach the highest potential would be really unstoppable, don't you think?
Of course, of course. How about you, May? Any characteristics?
I would totally agree with Haiti with effective communication because in order for you to make people follow you, you gotta communicate what the reason is for that action, right? They can't follow you without knowing the reason behind it. So Gab does that. TJ does it too. It's just that Gab has been my mentor ever since I started as a growth backer.
That's
Aside
perfect.
from Renan, of course, because Renan was my first one, right?
Yes, your first, of course, mentor here in growth. So, have a quick question. Not really a question. I have a game in mind. So, this is a game that we played with the gentleman that we talked about from the growth department last time. So, I'd like to ask you guys a few questions as well. I know this might feel awkward for a few, but let's try and make it fun. You get ladies' game?
Sure.
All right, perfect, perfect. So, my first question is, who is the most, let's say, difficult, not difficult to approach, but someone that you won't really talk to first when you need a problem, you have a problem or you have a question, someone that's very hard for you to approach just because, not because they're a bad person, but just you're just shy in approaching this person in the team.
I would say Renan.
I would say Renan.
Same.
Okay. Now that was
And for
actually
me too.
fun fact. That was actually the answer of most, of course. But we all know Renan. He's just quite quiet. He's quiet, but he just loves to do his job, and sometimes he doesn't have the time, right? But he is very approachable if you just send him a message in Slack. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
All right. Now going back to the game, another question: who's the easiest one to talk to or to approach if you have any questions, queries, or problems in the department?
Gab.
Gab.
A lot, but yeah, Gab, Haiti,
Yeah, a
May.
lot.
How about you, Haiti?
Well, I believe everyone is really approachable, but standouts for me is Faye because she's my
Faye.
growth associate before, so we have a lot of interactions.
Oh, so you've been working together for a long time. All right. Now, the next part of the game is when I say a word, just give me the next phrase or next word that comes to your mind once you hear the word, okay? First word, leader.
Gab.
Gab. A lot of shout outs to Gab. Okay. May, Haiti, leader. When we say leader,
I would say mentor.
mentor. Haiti, how about you?
Um, Communicator.
Communicator. All right. Now, one last question for the game. Cyberbacker. What comes to your mind when they say cyberbacker?
Career
Fortune.
growth.
All right, ladies, one by one. Again, let's have Haiti first.
Yeah, Fortune.
Fortune. How about you, May?
Career growth.
Career growth. Faye?
Financial stability for me.
Financial stability. Of course, I believe everyone here in Cyberbacker is very, very thankful to, of course, Craig, the people in the admin team. Because of them, and of course, our Cyberbackers that are participating well and working well with their clients, it's because of them that we are still here right now today. Right? Now, Before we end the episode, I would like to ask each of you, is there anyone or any group of people that you would like to thank for your journey here in Cyberbacker? Let's have Haiti first.
I think everyone, because what's actually making this company unique among others that I've actually applied to before is the ambience and then the people around it, because you can actually reach out to anyone if you really need help. They're not like the person who just keep the information to themselves for their advantages. They're really willing to share and to teach people. So I think everyone.
Everyone. Let's have Faye.
Yeah, it would be the whole growth team for me, but just to highlight would be the team or the panel that interviewed me before I became part of growth, because they trusted me and they were the ones who saw the potential.
You're welcome, Faye.
Who are these people, Faye, if you don't mind, so we can give them a shout out?
I can remember Haiti, Raphael. I think May was there too. A lot.
A lot of people. So how many, to be exact? Four,
I
five?
believe there were 6 or 7
Six
people.
Wow.
It was a big panel interview.
No, that's what you call a panel interview. All right, how about you, May?
For me, there's a lot of people to thank here in Cyberbacker, but most especially Craig for creating this company, Mamshi for always being there, TJ and Gab for taking care of the growth team, and of course my family for showing support. Everyone here in the growth team did very well in supporting each other, so thank you so much, guys. That's it.
All right, perfect. So that ends our podcast episode for this week here in CyberTalk. Again, if you would like to know more about how to become a cyberbacker, just visit our website. Ladies, I know you ladies are very, very busy. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to our weekly episode of Cyber Talk. Tune in again next week for a brand new episode. Visit our official website www.cyberbacker.com and don't forget to like Cyberbacker on Facebook and Instagram. I'll see you again next week, and don't forget, make life bigger with Cyberbacker. Till next time.